Mulai ya. Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to our presentation. So before we start the meeting, please let us to introduce ourselves. My name is Cecilia Viconte.
My name is Danar Dhono Sasongko.
My name is Elmawati.
Okay, so today we would like to tell you about the second materials in public speaking class. So we hope this presentation can help you to become an effective speaker. So today we will focus on three major issues. You can see at the screen. There are delivery, nonverbal communication, and nurse. Okay, let's begin. So first, we would like to tell you about delivery. Remember that delivery is important part of the presentation because this make it easy for the audience to understand the material that you convey in the presentation. All right. To become an effective presenter, we should pay attention to several things. So as a speaker, the clarity of your speaking, the speed, and the utilization of your voice are the most important aspect of your delivery. Your message will be more effective if you can control your breath as you speak and adjust your voice using volume, rate of speaking, and silence at the right time. So, we will discuss those tools more deeply. Why those tools can help you to deliver your presentation well. Okay, first, we would like to tell you about breath control. Okay, without breath, there is no voice. Remember that timed breathing can support only timed breathing. In contrast, deep, relaxed breathing provides a foundation for a strong, flexible speaking style. So remember to control your breathing when you deliver your material to your audience. If you breathe well, you can increase the volume of sound that you produce just by pressing gently on the diaphragm as you did when you were humming. Okay, so the next one is volume. Well, volume refers to how loud or soft your voice is. As with speaking rate, you want to avoid the extremes of being too loud or too soft, but still vary your volume within an acceptable middle range. For the example, when speaking in large rooms, you will need project your voice so that everyone can hear your voice. You need to be loud. But obviously, at the same times, sometimes we can use a microphone in the presentation. So in this case, you should be control your volume wisely so that your voice is not too loud or too soft. All right? Okay. So the next one is the rate of speaking. This is an important part in delivering your material to your audience. So in deliver a good presentation, in order to deliver a good presentation, speakers must be aware that there is an appropriate tempo range for speaking. If the tempo is too slow, the speech may sound like monotone. If it is too fast, the clarity of the words you say will be disturbed so that the audience cannot hear clearly what you are saying. So, the ideal speaking rate will allow you to comfortably increase your pace to create a sense of excitement or slow down and emphasize the seriousness of a topic. So, we should control our rate of speaking when deliver the materials to our audience. The next one is silence. Maybe not everyone knows that silence can be powerful. We can use silence in middle of the presentation. Whether you use it to focus the audience before the first words of a speech or for emphasis after an important phrase, silence is often an extremely effective tool. When you don't know what you want to say next, simply pause for a moment to think. When your next thought comes to you, you can continue speaking. So that's all about tools that you can use in deliver your message to your audience. Okay, so the next material can be delivered by Danar.
Okay, I'm going to bring the presentation. The material is nonverbal communication or NVC. Next. Nonverbal communication is a communication process which messages are conveyed without using words. Examples of nonverbal communication are the use of gestures, body language, facial expression, and eye contact. The body use of objects such as clothes, haircuts, symbols, and ways of speaking such as intonation, voice quality, emotion, and speaking styles. the there are the materials. There's a body language. In ordinary life we use body language all the time, mostly without thinking about it, and we recognize it in other people. How does this apply to a seminar or presentation? The most important relationship on these occasions is that between me, the speaker, and the audience, and all of us will be using body language. We will be using it to build that essential rapport that convinces our listener of what we're saying and encourages their response. They will be using it to reflect how they feel about our representing skills, impressed, encouraged, bored, and about our message, interest, agreeing or disagreeing. And there is a B, waiting. The way we walk is a clue to our emotions. Think of this in ordinary life. If we feel cheerful, we have a lively, almost bouncy style of walking. If we feel miserable, we tend to look down and move more slowly and heavily. We need to convey a cheerful message to our audience in the way we walk. Lex. And there is C, there is a eye contact. So we walk confidently to our place and look at the audience. That look is of enormous importance in our culture. Eye contact between speakers or between speakers and audience is essential. In ordinary conversation, we expect the person who's talking to us to at us, and if they don't, we start to suspect their honesty. We may even think of them as safety, a word we use almost exclusively in this context. D, there is a facial expression. At the start of our talk, we not only look at the audience, we smile at them. Speakers are sometimes reluctant to use facial expression. In a formal setting, also, they use it without thinking if they were talking with friends. Our expressions support our words. And the last is sitting and standing. Having smiled at the audience, will move to the right place and either sit or stand in order to begin speak. Whichever we need to be comfortable while looking businesslike. If we choose to sit because either it's expected as at seminar or there's only a small audience, sit as far back in our chair as we can, thus giving ourselves maximum back support. We can put our feet under the chair or together in front of us, but don't scratch our legs out and cross our feet, as this will tend to make our slide down in the chair until we look too casual, too much at ease. It may also tempt our feet to take on a life of their own, crossing and recrossing themselves or describing circle in the air, which may entertain but will also distract our audience. And so that's the last, and the next material will be represented with Elmawati.
Okay, thank you, Danar. In this section, we can see that, yeah, nervous in this presentation. Nervous, nervousness is a common thing that everyone feel when they are going to make a presentation. Yeah, unless you have made a careful preparation. Advantage of nervous so beneficial. Firstly, the produce a flow of adrenaline which lift your brain power and may help you remember information you did not even know you knew. The second, an advantage of nervous is that they help you build a rapport with the audience. The audience sense you never tension and are the complete but by it. You obviously care about them and when to do well. Otherwise, why would you be a never? Yeah, inexperienced speakers often worry about letting the audience see that they are nervous, as if there were some kind of discourse in making and the end of the pointers. Or you not share the bit, audiences don't mind at all as long as you remain in control. If you lose control and your nerves overwhelm you, then you emphasize them and they don't like that to happen. And then overconfidence. Overconfidence means that the speaker does not prepare. There are materials sufficiently and thoughtfully or rehearse knowledge. And then mental attitude. Mental attitude, a speaker should be thinking, yes, I'm nervous, but I'm also confident that I can do this. Such as a mixture of nervous and confidence allow the adrenaline to flow but keeps you in control. And then tell yourself, especially in the final half hour or so before your talk, that you've got good material. This you've rehearsed it well. The audience will be friendly and impressed by what you say, and you can be a success in it and fully intend to do so. This auto suggestion won't remove your nerves, but I surprising how it increases your confidence. And then good breathing. Do this again before appearing to the audience. Share your shoulder gently to make sure that you relax, and then let your arms fall by your side. You're easing the tension in your shoulders and arms, which all communicate itself, it your whole body. And then when you wait to speak, take a good breath, relax your shoulders, and then let the breath out slowly in the control way. So you can improve your speaking technique and what more gain confidence. We said at the start and the capture that confidence is the key successful and presentation, and that what all the advice has been about when you feel that you speaking more effectively. Next, thank you. That is all our presentation. Is there any question? Okay, thank you. So that is in our presentation today. I will try to answer all questions you have. Thank you so much for your great attention.